engine, start the road is clear. The voice of the people is finally here. Newtown, are you ready to rise? Hey, Frigate Bay, open up your eyes. Hey, Taylors, we coming for the win. Bird Rock, let the change begin. Stop and think and look around. When last the leader really held it down. When last you had a voice that's true. It's been a long time coming through. We checking Natasha, checking. From the seaside up to the hill, Shady coming. With the power and the will, we checking Natasha, checking. The wait is over, the time is now. We bringing progress. We showing them how. No more neglect, no more delay. We moving forward with Natasha Gray. When last you get representation, when last you feel the celebration. But who is coming to take the lead? Shani, the one we need. We checking Natasha, checking. From the seaside up to the hill, Shani coming. With the power and the will, we checking Natasha, checking. Checking the engine, start the road is clear. The voice of the people is finally here. Newtown, are you ready to rise? Hey, Frigate Bay.
It's 13 minutes past the hour of 11 o'clock right here on Freedom FM. It's a Vision Friday. And today we have two special guests with us. We don't have the political leader of the People's Action Movement this morning because she is engaged overseas. But the show must go on. So we have the two deputy leaders of the People's Action Movement in the persons of Mr. Nubian Griot and Mr. Azad Gomes. No stranger
Of course
to
not.
the studios of Freedom FM. Nubian practically lives here, and Azad soon moving.
Yes. That is so true.
So, gentlemen,
Example.
welcome.
Thank you so much, Jamie. It's actually a pleasure to be here every time on Freedom FM. I say good morning to the listeners, those persons who are viewing on the social media platform. Again, it's always a good time to be here in Freedom, on Freedom.
Definitely. Nubian, we're not accustomed to see you on Fridays, so welcome.
I know. Thank you very much. Yes.
So, Azad, I know that you have a statement.
Yes.
So we're going to start with that.
Okay. Statement on behalf of the People's Action Movement. Dear members, friends, supporters, and fellow citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis, good day. We have been asked by the political leader of the People's Action Movement, Mrs. Natasha Gray Brooks, to address you today as she is currently overseas attending to an important personal matter. She sends her warmest regards and remains fully engaged in the work, direction, and continued advancement of the People's Action Movement. On her behalf, we are pleased to share an important announcement regarding our upcoming annual convention. After careful consideration, consultation, and strategic planning, the People's Action Movement has made the deliberate decision to reschedule our annual convention to Sunday, September 27th, 2026. This decision was not taken lightly. It was a serious and thoughtful decision made with the future of our movement, our members, and the people of St. Kitts and Nevis firmly in mind. As a party that has proudly served this nation for 61 years, we understand that moments of importance require careful judgment, responsible leadership, and the willingness to make decisions that strengthen our movement and advance our national mission. By moving our convention to September 27th, we create an even greater opportunity to bring our membership, supporters, and wider nation together as part of our independence celebrations. It allows us to honor our proud legacy, recognize the sacrifices and contributions of those who built this movement, and present a clear and inspiring vision for the future of our federation. This is not a step backward. It is a strategic step forward. Great movements are not defined by the absence of challenges or differences of opinion. They are defined by the ability to come together, strengthen their bonds, and remain focused on a greater mission. The People's Action Movement has always been at its strongest when we stand united, with one purpose, one vision, and one commitment to the people we serve. The additional time before us gives us the opportunity to continuing strengthening our organization, deepening our engagement with communities, and ensuring that when we stand before the people, we do so as one united, disciplined, and determined team. A team with one goal in mind: to earn the confidence of the people of St. Kitts and Nevis and form the next government of this federation. For 61 years, the People's Action Movement has been more than a political organization. We have been a movement built by the people for the people. We have shaped the development of this nation, defended the values of good governance, and remained committed to creating opportunities for our citizens. Our history gives us credibility. Our principles give us strength. Our vision gives us purpose. While others may be focused on distractions, we remain focused on the issues that matter most to our people: the cost of living, opportunities for young people, economic growth, stronger communities, and a government that listens, serves, and delivers. Over the coming months, we will continue to be active across every constituency. Our candidates, officers, and supporters will continue meeting with families, engaging communities, listening to concerns, and presenting solutions that reflect the hopes and aspirations of the people of St. Kitts and Nevis. We are not slowing down. We are building momentum. The People's Action Movement is focused, energized, and ready for the responsibility that lies ahead. We understand that leadership is not about titles. It is about service. It is about integrity. It is about putting country before self and people before politics. To every member, supporter, and friend of the People's Action Movement, we thank you for your loyalty, your commitment, and your belief in this great movement. Your dedication has carried us through 6 decades, and your continued support will help us write the next chapter of our proud history. When we gather on September 27th, 2026, we will not simply gather for a convention. We will gather to celebrate our legacy, reaffirm our unity, and demonstrate that the People's Action Movement is ready to lead, ready to serve, and ready to build a stronger, safer, and more prosperous St. Kitts and Nevis. 61 years was built by you, the people. The next chapter will also be built by you. Together, we clasp hands and share common commitment to progress. We will continue moving forward with confidence, purpose, and determination. Thank you on behalf of the People's Action Movement.
I want to thank the Deputy Political Leader of the People's Action Movement, Mr. Azad Gums, for that statement, really setting the tone for today's program, because as you heard, the convention that was planned for this weekend will now be held in September, giving the party time to unify not just its supporters, but the entire nation. Thank you so much, Azad. So, Norman, I know that you're having an event this weekend, because guess what? The convention is off, but the People's Action Movement does have to do something this weekend.
Correct.
So tell us what you have planned.
We have a very delicious breakfast that we'll be having tomorrow at the PAM headquarters from 7 until 9 o'clock. We would have a really nice breakfast, so you could purchase your tickets. You could call me and get a ticket, or you could just show up at the PAM headquarters tomorrow and get your breakfast at the PAM headquarters, and meet the candidates and have good conversations and help us plan the way forward, because everything we do is in tandem with what the people's agenda is at the end of the day. So show up tomorrow between 7 and 9 and get your breakfast. We'll have scrambled eggs, boiled eggs, saltfish, breakfast potatoes, sausages, johnny cakes, waffles, pancakes, porridge, bush tea, juice, and fruits. So it's a large menu for you to choose from. And as I say, getting there tomorrow will allow you and afford you the opportunity to have additional conversations with us, meet and greet the team, and, have a good Saturday morning.
Okay. So it's a takeaway breakfast, or you can
You could
sit
take
and
it away,
eat,
or you could stay and eat. It's
and
either
interact
or.
and network
correct. Yes,
with
yes.
the candidates and supporters.
Correct.
So it's tomorrow at 7?
At between 7:30 and 9 in the morning.
Okay. Okay.
So
go on out and support the constituency 2 or
yes,
the People's
constituency
Action
number
Movement?
2. Constituency number 2, correct. Yeah.
Okay. And who should we contact for tickets?
You could call me, or you could just show up and
Call you on. What's the number?
on 762-0086, or
Okay.
anybody from in the constituency. You could call and get tickets.
Okay,
And
fantastic.
It's always for a good cause, because what we do, half of what we do is politics. The other half of what we do, especially here in Central Bastia, is help out families, help out where it's needed, Like we have our back to school drive coming up soon in September, and we will need to purchase books, bags, pencils, the little nits and nuts that the children would need. We'll be cutting the children's hair and braiding the young girl hair and what's not. So what we do is, half of what we do is that, making sure that people in our communities have the ability to survive in this place that we call home. So it's helping out at all costs.
Okay. So we're going to take a short commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Hurricane season is here. Are you prepared? Storms can change everything in minutes. Nagico Insurances reminds you to take the necessary precautions and review your policy to ensure your coverage reflects today's reconstruction costs. With Nagico Insurances, you have reliable protection before, during, and after the storm. Contact Nagico today and face the season with confidence. Nagico Insurances, fast, fair, and always there. Now rated excellent.
It's in the feeling in our we talk. It's in the meaning in our spot. It is the thing that sets us apart. Who we are. 'Cause the rhythm of life keeps bumping. Together going strong. No matter what, we keep things flowing. Before we will go all in. Our hands up in the sky. Celebrating. Come let your rhythm flow.
Get more for your dollar at Best Buy Supermarkets, your favorite stop for general groceries, frozen meats, household and cleaning items. Shop at Best Buy Supermarkets, Main Street, Charlestown, Nevis, and Seaview Gardens, St. Kitts. Best Buy, always the best prices every day.
Sweet Sister Sensia,
St. Kitts and Nevis, get ready for the hottest event of the summer. Sweet Sister Sensia, the Alpha Queen, present the Red, Black, White Affair on Saturday, 25th July at the venue. Dress to impress in your finest red, black, white, and come ready for a night of pure vibes, great music, and unforgettable memories. Music by the Horny Band, Grand Masters. TNO Sounds, Hellfire International, Extortion Sounds, Brazzy, AJ and Galdo, The Sugar Band, New Vibes International. Dangles, Sensio, Street Vibe Sounds, Digimon, sound system provided by Ike, The Real Right, Omiam, look don't forget to mention, also in the building, Dishore.
I feel for some legs, rapper.
Admission, tickets in advance $50. At the door you pay $60. VIP table package is available for $600. Includes full drink package. So get your tickets now at events.jad.cash/red black white. Champions Bar at Port Zante. Or call Tasha 764-5163 or Michelle 669-2009. Don't hear about it after. Be there and experience it for yourself. The Red, Black, White Affair. One night, one dress code, one unforgettable experience. So see you on Saturday 25th July at the venue. Get your tickets now before they're gone.
Your Friday nights just got tastier. Taste of St. Kitts is happening every Friday from 5 to 10 p.m. at the Beach House event space at the St. Kitts Marriott Resort. Experience the flavors: barbecue ribs and chicken, goat water, black pudding, souse, cook-up, and more. Enjoy entertainment, great vibes, and local arts and crafts. Adults pay US $55. Children ages 5 to 12 pay US $27.50. Children 4 and under eat free. Experience Taste of St. Kitts every Friday from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Beach House event space at the St. Kitts Marriott Resort.
Yo, this is Mr. Mention, and also me representing New Vice Band International, aka the Sugar Band, the whole entourage, the whole fraternity of music. And we're locked in, so tune in to 106.5 FM, Freedom Radio. Freedom! And that myself.
Checking the engine, start the road is clear. The voice of the people.
It's 11:30 here in the studios of Freedom FM, and this is Vision Friday. We have the two deputy leaders of the People's Action Movement, PAM, with us today as the political leader is engaged overseas. So we heard a statement from Azard Gomes about the postponement or rescheduling of the People's Action Movement convention to give them a little bit more time to make Convention 60 a big deal as it should be. And we heard about a breakfast for Constituency 2. And everybody
Correct.
is hosted by Constituency 2, but everybody is invited. So we know that we are heading towards independence. We're almost in August. So independence is right around the corner. And we know the People's Action Movement, they celebrate independence in a big way, and that is no different this year. So Azad, what are the plans for independence?
Yes, Jamie, I love how you said that we celebrate independence in a big way. You know, the People's Action Movement, the administration that ushered St. Kitts and Nevis to independence in 1983, and since then it has always been a big deal for the People's Action Movement. September 18th is the date, 2026, September 18th, and that's the date for our Independence Ball, the annual ball. That date never changes, save and except if something major is to happen, but our date has been September 18th for years now.
Oh, really? No matter what day it falls on?
Yep.
Okay.
We always have a countdown.
Because it's always the day before.
It's always the day before independence, and it's always a big deal. We have dinner, and we have the countdown. We've had the pleasure of having our first Prime Minister with us at that event year after year. So Kennedy Simmons is there, the People's Action Movement, friends, supporters, citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis, and even persons from the region and also persons outside the region tend to join us and tend to celebrate with us such a great accomplishment for the people of St. Kitts and Nevis, the celebration of our independence. It takes place on the 18th of September. It's at the Marriott, 7 p.m. 7 p.m. at the Marriott. You're not going to be disappointed. Actually, Jamie, sometimes even before, weeks before the event, tickets are sold out. Full to capacity. Some persons are asking, how can they be a part of the facility, of the festivities, how they can be a part of the celebration. And we want to tell them that they can get their tickets from the People's Action Movement, the Secretariat on Church Street, or from any NWG executive member. That's the National Women's Group. So the National Women's Group is the unit of the party that hosts the Independence Ball. Major success every year. Sold out. The room is usually very packed. I know Nubian was there last year. Yes, and I'm sure he enjoyed himself there at the Independence Ball.
Most definitely.
And we expect to see all the candidates there. We expect to see officers of the party. We expect to see well-wishers, supporters, members and friends of the People's Action Movement. And our party continues to celebrate. Our party continues to move as a movement that is united. Of course, there might be discussions and there might be differences of opinion. But kid you not, Jamie, that the People's Action Movement is here and here to stay. And the People's Action Movement is ready to contest the next general election. We stay ready so we don't have to get ready. You understand?
Okay, but, I'm happy that you...
Well, the price of the tickets are $270. $270 for the tickets.
I'm happy that you touched on the People's Action Movement being united because, gentlemen, I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit. There has been a lot of chatter on social media about the People's Action Movement this past week. I'm certain that you've heard it. There has been chatter on the radio about the People's Action Movement this past week.
Yes.
Right? So I just want to get you guys, I don't want to go into specifics and repeat anything that I saw because people, have reached out to me and asked me, well, Jamie, what's happening? And my thing is, I don't know, right? But there has been a lot of chatter.
Yes, we understand. There are persons who are trying to understand what is happening with the People's Action Movement, but we can say this.
They're not really trying to understand, they're trying to put out what's happening, so...
The People's Action Movement is here, Jamie. There might be persons within the party. Within any party, you have difference of opinions. That is something that a organization, a political organization, any movement is going to have persons with differing opinions. How those opinions are addressed is another thing. And so the People's Action Movement, it is nothing new in any political party. And so we are united for one goal, and that goal is to ensure that we are best able to serve the people of St. Kitts and Nevis. However that is done would be determined, but we are making sure that the goal that we have in mind to serve the people of St. Kitts and Nevis is first and foremost. We know that this Labour administration over the last 4 years have done very little for the people of St. Kitts and Nevis. We know that Labour continues to hold the people of St. Kitts and Nevis in what I would say is a chokehold. The cost of living has risen. We have seen not many opportunities for young people. We have seen where the CBI had the revenues from the CBI, they have diminished. We have seen where there is need for diversification of our economy. And what we have heard by the Prime Minister and the Labour administration is just idle talk. Idle talk. Nubian, I'm sure you've heard about the smart hospital for a long time. That is supposed to be coming. You've heard at one point in time the 2,400 homes that were to be built by East Coast. You've heard about the Bastia High School that was supposed to already start construction. We've heard about the Bastia High School being transported from Barbados to St. Kitts. I don't know how far it has reached on its journey. And of course, we have heard about a number of things. So we're not distracted. And those persons, the Labour camp, will not distract us from what we have before us. And that is to serve the people of St. Kitts and Nevis. That is to provide a better opportunity for the people of St. Kitts and Nevis. And of course, there would be persons who are trying to distract us from that goal, because we are very close to achieving that for the people of St. Kitts and Nevis. And so we are not distracted. We are focused, we are committed, and we will continue to do what is best in order to present ourselves the best team to serve the people of St. Kitts and Nevis.
Okay, Nubian?
Like my colleague just said, it's just chatter to deflect and distract. Like any unit, whether it be a social unit. I disagree with my executive on garden hotspurs all the time. Family units, church members, anywhere you go, you get your little disagreements and what's not. But the major concern right now is the state of our economy, the state in which our people have to live. Can they survive in this economy the next 5 years? And so, in providing enough distraction, they could convince people to vote for them again. But I believe that the folks of St. Kitts and Nevis have seen through what Labour has to offer. They know exactly what they will get in the next 5 years, and it is no different to what we are getting right now. And so, PAM is committed to restore proper leadership to the people of St. Kitts and Nevis. PAM is committed to making sure that people can survive in St. Kitts and Nevis. And we are creative enough to find those ways and find those means to make sure that every citizen and resident of St. Kitts and Nevis can afford to live in St. Kitts and Nevis and can survive in St. Kitts and Nevis. And also not only thinking about now for now, but our children and our children's children who will call St. Kitts home. They can live and work and play in St. Kitts and Nevis and be happy and proud to call themselves Kittitians and Nevisians.
Okay. I recognize that we don't have as much time as we usually have on Friday mornings for Vision Friday. So at this point in time, I'll ask you to leave your final words with our listeners. What is it you want them to remember about your appearance here on Vision Friday?
Well, for me, I want them to remember that the People's Action Movement is here and here to stay. We have served the people of St. Kitts and Nevis in excess of 60 years. We will continue to serve the people of St. Kitts and Nevis. We have positioned ourselves to be prepared to govern. We are ready. The people of St. Kitts and Nevis, they are tired. They are disappointed of the lack of representation that they receive from the Labour administration. And of course, the People's Action Movement is ready to serve the people of St. Kitts and Nevis yet again. Some of the best years St. Kitts and Nevis has seen is under a People's Action Movement government. And that is basically, that's more fact than anything. We have seen in the 1980s the development of St. Kitts and Nevis and the achievements of the People's Action Movement. During the period of 2015 to 2022, we have also seen the People's Action Movement in action. We have seen how the People's Action Movement handled COVID. We have seen how our ministers during 2015 to 2022 elevated the people of St. Kitts and Nevis. At one point in time, a double salary was nothing to wonder about. Every year, persons expected a double salary when the People's Action Movement was in office. And of course, we will continue to do what is necessary to ensure that we are ready and prepared to serve. To those persons in constituency number 4, I want to say that I will be a candidate that works and continues to work and advocate on your behalf. I will be a candidate that continues to speak on your behalf to ensure that the people of number 4 are better than they are today and continue to be better than they are today. There is no giving up. We are going forward with the People's Action Movement, going forward to save St. Kitts and Nevis.
Okay. And Nubian?
Well, I know our convention date. Well, let me start with the breakfast first. I want to invite everybody to come out and not only just to come for breakfast, but come and meet and talk with us and hear for our plans and what we want to do in Central Bastia and around the island.
Starting with Central.
We're starting with Central, but to be specific, we want to transform the way people live in St. Kitts and Nevis. So it's a national effort, starting in Central Bastia, and invite everyone out to our independence celebrations. We became a hidden secret that it was the Sir Kennedy Simmons who gave us independence, and so we want to come out and celebrate those major milestones in the Federation, because it was done by PAM for the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. And also, last but not least, our convention. It was pushed back a bit, but if you all can remember, last year, Central Bastia brought fire to the convention. We had Ruckus coming out with a little song and what's not, and it was really a fun event. And so this year, knowing that we set a standard last year, and so this year our intention is to set a new standard. We can have really good entertainment, we can have really good guest speakers, and the candidates, everybody gonna be bringing the A game to our convention. And so I am excited for our independence celebrations and also for the National Convention for the People's Action Movement. It's going to be something that will go down in history as one of the best conventions in 2026.
Oh, okay. So, gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for clearing up some of the rumors, even though they're going to use what you said to find more rumors.
Yeah,
but that's a part of the political. Yeah, that's a part of what happens in politics, not just here, but all over. So, thank you so much for coming and clearing up all of that. And we'll have Vision Fridays with the political leader next week, Friday, right here on Freedom FM.
And we'll be here next Tuesday for Hot Topics.
Yes, Hot Topics will be. You're going to share the guest?
Not as yet.
Okay.
Yeah, but know that we're going to be hot and jiggy.
Yes, and on Hot Topics is a more freestyle program. So we're going to talk the things on Hot Topics.
Yes. We're going to address all because as of late we have there is a few persons out there that want to take shots at PAM, and I hear my name calling a little bit, so I don't want to.
You're gonna address the name callers?
I'm gonna address the name callers.
Okay.
On Tuesday.
Just don't mix me.
But
just
don't me gonna mix you, but nobody ain't gonna mix you. Because I'm here to defend you too, because you're in Central Bastia.
Definitely. So be sure to tune in to Hot Topics, where you're going to get a hot topics. Thank you so much for joining us.
Checking the engine, start the road is clear. The voice of the people is finally here. New town, are you ready to rise? checking Natasha.